Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Hudson and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Hudson's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The correction and lots of motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a gentle tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Hudson's going to come home with a variety of training equipment. You're going to be able to choose the one that you feel the most comfortable working with, and then we're also going to make a suggestion. Now he's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is nothing more than proper leash walking, but it can be one of the harder commands to teach. And the command is Hudson, heel. Now at this point, Hudson has a job to do, and that is to stay even with Rich's left leg while walking, not forging ahead or lagging behind, but staying even with his trainer, focused, looking up at Rich, matching pace. If Rich goes more quickly or more slowly, he should do the same. And when Rich stops his feet, Hudson has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So when you're walking with him on the street and you stop to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, he should be sitting quietly at your left and waiting for his next command. And this makes him feel secure when he knows that you're in charge, because he is a little bit of a nervous guy and he needs to know that you've got this, and if you need his help, you will let him know. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. The stay is a hand under voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. This command helps to develop self-control and focus, and you should practice indoors as well as outdoors. You should start out at about 30 seconds and work all the way up to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to him, he walks counterclockwise all the way around, returning back to where they started at heel position, and he's ready to get another command, and they take off heeling again. Excuse me, and you can see that he enjoys doing it. His tail is up, he's got pep in his step. It's not like he's acting like he's going to the gallows. He's enjoying his time with Rich and his training. Nice automatic sit. Rich leaves him in a stay. Now he's a little bit of a busybody. He's curious as to what I'm doing over here. This time, instead of returning back to him, Rich is going to demonstrate the come on command. And he's to come and sit right in front of you, facing your knees, no jumping up on you. And then he returns back to heel position. Good job. Now when he gets that silly going on, you can't give up. You have to go back to an easier command, do a sit or do a simple heel, just to get him back on track, because he can lose his focus. He's a puppy. Nice automatic sit, stay, and we will demonstrate that recall exercise again for you. It's Hudson calm. He got carried away. So Rich will repeat the command. He has to complete the command the way it was taught. There you go. Much better. And he goes back to heeling. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating are your down commands. And again, these commands are practiced better in the house. We do it outside just so you can get a good view of what he's learned. But with the puppy seated at your left, you're going to take your left open palm and push it straight down toward the ground and give the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay, when you're practicing at home, you're going to start out at about a minute, and you're going to work slowly up to 5 minutes at about 10 seconds a day. Outside there's a lot of distractions as far as smells. We have a lot of squirrels. When Rich returns back to him again, he walks all the way around him. He stops at his shoulders. And at this point, Hudson expects to get another command.
Boy, Hudson.
He tells him he's a good boy, and they take off healing again. And this redirects his thinking. It makes him think about doing positive things with you, getting praised for doing a good job. Instead of just no Hudson, no Hudson, no Hudson, you can do something positive.
Down.
Now this is your down command, down from a heel. So with your dog seated first, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Again, best practiced indoors. Rich calls him in and has him sit.
Hudson, here.
And then he goes back to heel. And the very last command that we're going to be demonstrating for you is probably the hardest, and that is your down from a distance. Like I said, if he gets goofy, you just reel him in, keep going. Rich is going to leave him in a sit stay. He's going to turn to face him, and in the beginning when you're practicing, don't go too far away. You're going to use your right hand to give the command. And you saw Rich give that little tug when he didn't go down, and you could see that he knew what was expected. He just wasn't going to do it.
Down. Stay.
So he clearly knows these commands, and the challenge with Hudson is to get him to do them consistently and without giving you a hard time or throwing a temper tantrum. Now we've demonstrated for you all of Hudson's formal on-leash obedience commands. He has come a very long way. We're going to be here for you to answer any questions that you have. Rich will go over everything with you on Saturday to make sure that everything is clearly understood by the family. We've enjoyed every minute of having him, and we will see you very soon.